Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to clarify a little bit something about Nightmare on Elm Street. As you can see, I'm dressed up like Freddy with the hat and everything. As some of you, or most of you, and I hope everybody will sooner or later see, I have made a short movie, a tribute to Freddy Krueger, Super Dacob's Nightmare on Elm Street. I am a big fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street saga. I have watched it as a kid already, believe it or not. My parents were very progressive and did let me watch it, and it didn't really scare me more than fascinate me. So I'm an 80s kid and I'm in love with the Freddy saga, and being in LA, I just wanted to pay homage to him in a way, because I did find the original house where the original house used as the facade for the Nightmare on Elm Street house, for Freddy's house, and did find the costume, the glove, and also, one of my favorite installments is the second movie with the high school and the school bus. So I was filming a couple of school buses and was playing around with that in the movies. You could also see in the short film. And I'm also, believe it or not, a big fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street, the new version, the new installment, kind of the remake of the first one. A lot of people don't like it. I kind of like it. I like the darkness of it. But of course, nothing beats the original Freddy, the original saga. I have a big collection here. This one is from Great Britain with the 6 movies. Really cool Nightmare on Elm Street 7-disc set. 7 disc, even though it's 6 movies? Oh yeah, right. There's also the new Nightmare. You get a really cool booklet with it, and they have like notes on every set, every movie that was made has kind of notes on it, which is really cool. And then I even got some tacky Italian version. I mean, the movies are the real movies, but it occupies way more space. It's like this big cover that kind of in Italy, usually, newspaper stands, you could also buy DVDs, and then they come in weekly. So I collected the Freddy saga, except I skipped number 3. So I have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and the new Nightmare. But number 3 is available on this DVD set. So I do have my number 3 as well. And of course, who cannot have Freddy vs. Jason? Love Freddy vs. Jason. So this one is really cool. It's a 2-disc edition. I don't know where the second disc is. Funny. But yeah, it's supposed to have 2 discs. I love the red color of it. Anyway, so this was just to let you guys know how much I love the Freddy saga. Now, there are a couple of things in the movie that are kind of referential to certain things. I was going to Las Vegas, and on the way there, I really wanted to shoot in the desert. I wanted some nightmare sequences that happen during the day. Nightmares don't only happen at night, they also happen during the day. I'm a big fan of Stanley Kubrick too, and The Shining, for example, as a horror movie, was basically almost shot during the day. Stanley was very concerned about having everything done during the day. Horror during the day, no shadows. Pure fear without the addition of darkness. So when I do meet Freddy for the first time in the desert, I wanted some sort of kind of Western showdown feel, hence the image of me kind of standing there looking at him, and then the camera pans down and you have like the claw opening up. Because I'm thinking, yeah, I would really love to see Freddy in a sort of Western situation, or this kind of the Lone Ranger, Freddy Krueger. That's something that inspires me a lot, and I would love to see. I mean, if you guys check my Instagram profile, I did post a picture, like a still from the short film of Freddy alone in the desert, looking into, infinity of the desert, the endless desert. You just have the back of Freddy looking towards infinity, and I love that romantic kind of feel to it, and the nostalgia and the sadness of it, because I mean, all these spirits and weird creatures are kind of alone and are extremely lonely, and him being in the desert and being surrounded by emptiness is something very poetic. I also showed on Instagram, unfortunately the painting didn't make it into the movie because I shot in the States and the painting was in Europe. But on Instagram you could see a painting that a very dear friend of mine made of Freddy Krueger surrounded by sublime flowers. Now, this is an interesting thing because you could even, as far as I'm concerned, Freddy's kind of a figure, a Baroque figure. Not just because of the colors, but also because of the opulence surrounding him and the extravagance surrounding him. I definitely could see him also, I envision him as a sort of Caravaggio Inferno, even though there is no Inferno in Caravaggio. But if there were, that would be it. And I'm loving it. I also kind of caught a glimpse of this little baby in Toys R Us before I left the States. So he didn't make it into the movie, but he definitely is incredible. Great. Aneka did a great job here. Great facial expression. Everything is great. You get the hand with the claws kind of cutting out of the hand, and you can also get the actual glove claws and the hat with him. Here is, this is the photo of the doll. It's not the actual, it's not Robert Englund acting, but you can see the quality of it is amazing. Here is the scene from the second movie with the school bus. Love the scene of the school bus with Freddy. Features interchangeable hand in hand. Head and hand. Right over there. So, Freddy to me is not really a horror figure, rather than a fascinating depiction of alternate beauty, if you want. And to me, the Freddy Krueger installments are an exercise in the aesthetic of horror rather than fright. And to me, there's a big difference between fright and the aesthetic of horror. So I tend to get scared by watching movies like Paranormal Activity. There's things that happen in the movie that switch, that twitch, that kind of out of the blue pop out, that scare me authentically. That's like pure fright. But with the Freddy movies, I usually feel fascination for the aesthetic of horror. I don't feel the fear. I do, however, feel fear thinking that you could die in your dreams, that somebody kills you in your dreams and then you end up dying for real. That is fascinating, and I have dreamt of Freddy Krueger in the past. But of course I survived, as we all see. But they were funny kind of torture dreams. They were nightmares, but it was so strange because I'm aware of the fact that I'm dreaming them, but at the same time, in the dream, like, I know that I'm dreaming it, and I'm really fascinated at seeing how Freddy interacts with me in the dream. It happened maybe like 4 to 5 times. So I would wake up thinking, okay, so he really does exist. It's not just a character created by, Wes Craven or whoever with him or for him. But the second you dream him justifies the fact or authenticates the fact that he does really exist. But nevertheless, I survived that nightmare or the dream, and I'm here right now and thinking, I want to know from you guys, like, what you think about the short film. What do you think about what do you think about diction? I cannot speak anymore. What you guys think about my Super Dacob's Nightmare on Elm Street, and whether or not, you liked it, and if you would like to see more of kind of short films made by me, because believe it or not, I'm a tricky little fella. So I led a lot of you to believe that I was suffering the insomnia more than I actually was. Yes, I was jet lagged, and I am jet lagged now again. And I do have, problems sleeping, but not as much as I depicted them in the movies prior to showing the actual Super Dacob's Nightmare on Elm Street, because I wanted to get my subscribers and the people that watch my videos ready and prepped for it. Because I wanted to begin, you see, that's the thing. I wanted to begin the Nightmare on Elm Street, the Super Dacob's Nightmare, as a regular vlog. Begins all natural, normal, I'm talking, and then at a certain point I exit the house and everything shifts into a dream. And you notice that the second that music kicks in, because I never use music. By the way, the music was royalty-free, just to let you guys know. That was also looking for royalty-free horror music. What a pain in the butt. Anyway, I wanted to kind of surprise you guys in a way, to make it become a sort of transition from a real vlog into something that's not real. And then it's up to you to decide how long and how much of it is real and how much is not. And that is always the borderline between horror and reality, because horror is invented by us. Reality is something totally different. And I wanted to kind of walk that thin ledge. Now, I do have ideas for other movies, but I just don't know. I have no clue. I don't know how this worked out. I decided to not post this movie or uploaded like for Halloween, because to me Freddy Krueger is more than just Halloween. It was so hard to get also these costumes. Went all over the city looking for them because everybody would say, yeah, we only get stuff similar in for Halloween. Freddy Krueger should be more respected than that. Nightmare on Elm Street is, to me, an art piece. It's not something that should be remembered and kind of unburied only for Halloween. It should be around all year long. So I'm waiting. I'm weighing out. I'm still checking out and thinking and looking how many hits the video gets. I haven't been promoting it a lot I haven't done anything. Basically, it's just word of mouth. I just uploaded the video. It's on my YouTube channel, and I have done like 2 days of intense promotion on Instagram, and that's it. I haven't contacted horror fan websites or this or that. It's just word of mouth. And I don't think Nightmare on Elm Street at the moment is a big topic in the mouths of anybody because there is no new movie coming up. There's no planning of it. Robert Englund just said that he's like retired the Freddy character. So in a way, I think it needs more love than right now, more than ever. But I am aware of the fact that people are interested in totally other things and topics. So I have no clue what you guys think. So I would really like to know that. And yes, this is also going to help me plan out the next surprises and the next little short films, because they're a lot of fun to make. They're extremely fun to make, but they require so much time, so much energy, love, and devotion and dedication. And so in order to do that, I really need to know from you guys if you want me to do that, because otherwise I wouldn't want to waste your and my time. So Freddy, with his 2 heads, 3 heads actually, and I wish to say goodbye. Sweet dreams, everybody. Subscribe to my channel to have wonderful, magnificent nightmares. And leave me comments in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. See you very soon. Love you. Bye.